Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. So, Jay, you and I just finished watching the William Zepeda versus Tevin Farmer fight, and I think we were both thoroughly unimpressed by his performance. Dropped in the fourth round, won the fight by split decision, 95-94. All three judges, I believe, had it scored in that manner, but one judge gave it to Tevin Farmer. The reason why I wanted to do this video, Jay, is because I don't have any issue in regards to Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda. I like the fight. I think it's a good fight for Shakur Stevenson. What I don't like, though, is the inconsistency of certain fight fans where they put out narratives about one fighter that they like and other fighters that they don't. Shakur Stevenson wants to fight William Zepeda, and it feels like he wants to fight him more than ever based off some of the tweets that he put up during the fight. I have no problem with it, like I stated before. However, William Zepeda is not a good fighter. He's not one of the better fighters at 135 pounds. And we all know this. And as a matter of fact, Shakur Stevenson posted food during the fight. Food. He is food. We know this. And I still don't have an issue with the fight because William Zepeda is ranked number one. And hey, make the fight happen because, you got to fight somebody. Somebody got to step up and fight. Yeah. Similar to Gervonta Davis. Somebody has to step up and fight. That person that stepped up and fought or is willing to step up and fight is Lamont Roach, a champion at 130 pounds and a guy that's fought at 135 before and I believe 140. So if we are upset about a Lamont Roach versus Gervonta Davis fight, then why are we not equally upset by a Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda fight, specifically when Shakur himself knows that William Zepeda is food? I don't understand it. And I've already seen people trying to talk or trying to make the statement that Tevin Farmer is, Tevin Farmer's a great fighter. So in doing that then explains William Zepeda's performance. That then explains why Shakur Stevenson should still fight him, because it's not that he looked bad. It's not that he's not that good. It's just that Tevin Farmer is that good. And that's the reason why he looked like that. But it's still a great fight for Shakur. Those are the types of things that I do not like. The guy is not very skilled. He does not have great defense. He is a punching machine, but he's one that gets punched a lot too. And it's okay to say that, but let's keep it a buck. Again, I'm no more impressed with what Shakur has done in his career than I'm less impressed by what he's done. He just fought a bunch of guys that were on top rank that had titles. That's it. And I don't have a problem with that. I mean, that's the part of the game. But let's stop pretending that because you've done that makes you any different than anybody else. I mean, it simply doesn't. And I'm curious to see if fight fans are going to be as forthcoming with their criticism relative to Shakur Stevenson in this fight as they were with Gervonta Davis, although Lamont Roach is an actual champion and a guy that's already fought at 135 before. Jay, what's your thoughts on it, man? It's amazing to me.
Yeah. Well, one thing, Oscar didn't have a heart attack. He was able to get through. I know he was holding his breath, clenching, butt cheeks real tight. Pause, no diddy on that. Mm-hmm. But Zepeda, he didn't look up the stuff on this fight here. He's a pressure fighter. People think just because you're a pressure fighter, you throw a lot of punches, that makes you a good fighter. It doesn't. You have to have skills to go along with that. Sooner or later you're gonna run into someone that can just sit back and just forge your punches. Now the fact that he got dropped by Tevin Farmer in the fourth round, who has 7 knockouts to his career, is questionable. The fact that he was getting caught by Tevin Farmer, got hurt several times, makes it interesting as well. But if this was the other way around, and Tank was looking to fight Zepeda, they'd be talking all types of stuff. Oh, Tank shouldn't fight Zepeda no more. He number one, yeah, but look at him. Look at this fight against Tevin Farmer. It's just crazy when you see people in the comment section or the Discord saying that, oh, Tevin Farmer's a good fighter. That's why Tank didn't fight him. Tank would have stretched Tevin. Tevin gets hit way too much. And Tank has too much power. So let's stop that. Especially a guy that said they hadn't even watched a lot of Tank fights too. So let's keep context there. But no, I mean, I'm here for the fight just because it's number one.
Yeah.
But the fact that Shakur is on Twitter, the minute Zepeda got dropped, he's gonna post food. So that lets you know he's like he sees a lot of stuff that's gonna be easy work for him. A lot of people think it's gonna be easy work for him as well, regardless of the pressure. I want to see what it's gonna be like just because I'm a boxing fan. I actually like Shakur. I'm just tired of his antics. I'm tired of the fans' antics, how they just move the goalposts for Shakur. Don't hold Shakur feet to the fire. Is a Zepeda fight better than a Joe Cordina fight? You got doggone right it is. He ain't coming off a loss. He coming off a bad performance. Yes, he ain't coming a loss. Now, is it a better fight than a Lamont Roach? You can almost say they're really close because Lamont Roach ain't coming off a bad loss or coming off a close win. Yes, he is coming up, but to your point, he's already fought at 135, already fought at 140. He's fought Tank previously in the amateurs as well. So it's not like this is new to him, and he's still going to be a bigger fighter than Tank in the ring. It's basically almost everyone is. Lamont Roach ain't no joke. Just because you don't know him doesn't mean he's a joke. If you watch him fight, he can fight. He's a hell of a fighter on there. And also, Lamont Roach wasn't Tank's number one fight choice. Zepeda wasn't even Shakur's first choice, in a sense. Joe Cordina was. So it's like, you got to see who he's picking to really want to fight and why. He's picking Zepeda for a reason and not picking to try to really get in there, put fire on Tank to fight him next. So we're going to see what this fight's going to be, but the fans ain't going to hold him accountable for anything. They're going to make it seem like Zepeda just had an off night or Tevin Farmer was a great fighter. That's how they're going to make this look at.
Yeah, it seems that way. Seems like they're already drumming up that narrative, and we've, like we mentioned before, seen it in our Discord, and I think our Discord is a pretty good representation of what we're seeing across the boxing landscape in regards to boxing fans. So I would imagine that we'll start seeing that on social media as well, trying to big it up to try to prove something or to try to create a narrative to support the fact that they like Shakur Stevenson and they want him to fight William Zepeda. It is what it is. I'm cool with the fight. I have no issue with the fight. I just want to point out the inconsistency in certain people's comments in regards to particular fighters. That's it. Inconsistent, because William Zepeda, I think Lamont Roach has already stated that he believes, correct me if I'm wrong, that both of those fighters will be food for him, right? Isn't that what he stated?
He said they're easy work for they're pretty much easy fights for Shakur, both of them, whether it was Tevin Farmer or
okay. Yeah, and of course, I mean, and it's clear that they're easy opponents for him. I mean, Zepeda has no defense. Like, Shakur made that. I've never had the opportunity to fight a pressure fighter that just doesn't stop throwing punches. Yeah, okay, that's great. You also never. That would be something that would be spectacular if you had a pressure fighter that was in front of you that also displays something that resembled defense, dog. And right now, we haven't seen that coming out of William Zepeda, and so I just think Shakur just stay in the pocket, catch, and just throw. I mean, again, easy work for him. So you guys let us know what you think in the comment section in regards to this. Will we see some resistance relative to William Zepeda and Shakur Stevenson in this upcoming fight that seems like it's destined to happen? I'm curious to see. I think, probably certain fan base will bring it up. Other fans will try to justify it, but we'll see. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Angry Man Podcast, M Sports Media, and we are out.